Hey guys, so this is if you are still stuck on circles. So for circles, the most important thing to make sure you're paying attention to is what what the formula is. So if I want to find the area, my formula, if you remember, is pi times the radius squared. If I want to find the circumference, my formula is pi times the diameter, or pi times the radius times 2, because you know radius times 2 is diameter. So if I am given the radius and I want to find the area, what I'm going to do is I need to make sure I know what the radius is. So let's say I have a radius of 5 inches. I'm going to rewrite my formula. Pi times radius squared. Then I'm going to substitute my radius into my formula. Pi times 5 squared. Then I'm going to calculate it. Pi times 5 squared, which is 5 times 5, or you can use the squared key. And that gives me area equals 78.5 inches. And since it's area, inches squared. If I wanted to find the circumference of this same circle, I'm going to rewrite my formula. Circumference equals pi. And for this one, I'm going to use the radius formula because I have a radius. Pi times radius times 2. Then I'm going to rewrite it with my radius substituted in there. Then I'm going to multiply it out. Pi times 5 times 2. And that gives me circumference equals 31.4 inches. And since circumference is a round and it's a straight line kind of measurement, I leave my inches plain. Now let's say I get a diameter. So let's say my diameter on this is 12 inches. Now, if I want to find the area, I'm going to rewrite my formula, pi times radius squared. And what I need to pay attention to is I have a diameter. So underneath it, I'm going to turn it into a radius. And if I have a diameter and I want the radius, all I'm going to do is take that 12 and cut it in half. So radius equals 6. So area equals pi times 6 squared. Then I put that in my calculator. Pi times 6 squared, which gives me area equals 113.09 inches. And again, we're talking area, so we square it. If I was trying to find the circumference, I'm going to use my diameter formula since I was given a diameter, or I could use the radius formula. Either way is fine. Make sure you're using the correct length. If you're using the radius formula, you should make sure you're using 6. If you're using the diameter formula, you want to use the 12 because that's all the way across. Pi times the diameter. Do you like that? I almost made that a 12 and then I remembered I needed to write my formula first. Now I'm going to substitute it in. Pi times 12. And then I'm going to calculate it. Pi times 12. And my circumference is 37.69 inches. And again, it's a straight line measurement because we're measuring the outside edge, which is not 2-dimensional, it's 1-dimensional. So I leave my inches plain. So hopefully that helps you. Watch these again as many times as you need to. Showing your work this way is my expectation because that's the way that you can best retrace your steps in case of a mistake. All right, guys, there you go.